All right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay, for sure. All right. Nice. Sorry about that. I don't know my microphone. I did two test recordings before I hit stream, and apparently My microphone must have cut out at some point between there. So that's my bad. Sorry about that. I was trying to explain that for this armor piece here on this side of the leg, that I like this shape right here on the outside and the front view, and we have to make this shape here also in the front view, but it'll be difficult to make that shape with this protruding out, because then there'll be a shape right here that goes in, and this is kind of just one piece. So before we make this shape, I'm just going to make some type of adjustments. Though can be heard. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. I like that. 100, bro. 100. All right. So now, cool. How can I get rid of the? Oh, right. I think it's just an object now, so I should be able to select these. There's got to be a grease pencil object around here. Select all. Okay. I just want to. Okay. Note. Nice. Boom. We just give her that. All right. Now, go to edit mode here. Now, how am I going to make this shape here? Oh, here's something you can use. Select all of these, hit W, loop tools, go to flatten. See what angle it'll put you at. There we go. There we go. And now we can just shape the profile from here. So let's go to wireframe mode. And let's start shaping it. What's the longest you've ever spent on creating a character? That is an excellent question. I'd say the longest I've spent on a character is about... Well, it depends on what you mean by what's the longest you spend on a character, because there are some characters that I modeled in not one sitting, but you know, I would model the character every day until it was complete. And then you have the characters that I would model, and it would take me, in my mind, it felt like it took forever to make them. So I guess the longest, probably be a couple months, like, not even a couple, like 3 or 4 months on one character. It was the first time I had tried to make a hard surface type character, with all the, you know, what I assumed to be all the hard surface bells and whistles of, you know, a person in like some type of suit with a transformable helmet and all that. That definitely took a while. And I would do a lot differently on that project. Oh my God. I would do so much differently on that. The main thing is the texturing. I would texture that so differently. I just didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. In fact, I want to show you. I'm going to see if I can pull it up real quick. I want to show you. Because I did not know what I was doing. I mean, it didn't turn out horrible, but, you know, I was still in high school when I made. I was sophomore, senior year in high school when I made this. Let me see if I can find this real quick. I can show the people. Young Magus in training. Yeah, I got so many of these doggone photos. Here it is. And oh man, the pictures I took were terrible. They're so dark. Okay, all right. I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna see if I can. Okay, yeah, can y'all be? You can't even see this, can you? This is so bad. Oh, this is so bad. Oh man. Yeah, you can barely see it, but this is the character. Let me see. Okay, this is a closer look at the character. Let me see. Okay, this is somewhat better lighting. Okay, so this is what. Oh crap! My freaking tablet always does this to me. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna pull it back up. Stupid computers, guys. Stupid computers, guys. They suck. They're stupid. It's a whole lot of stupid activity. There we go. Okay. Boom, boom. There we go. Yeah, this is the character that I made. And it took me forever to make this. The helmet was I think the best looking part is the helmet. The rest of it, I just kind of spitballed. I think there's too many glowing things happening, especially with the top up here, because I didn't know what to do with that material. I think I was inspired by the Astray Red frame, because I really liked the idea of having a guy with two swords. That just looked so cool to me. I'd probably keep the leg lights up here, probably keep some of the arm lights, retexture the head entirely, retexture the arm armor entirely. And, I would do so much of this different. The model is probably fine. The model's probably fine. Honestly, the model's probably fine. It's really just the texturing. Because if this was textured properly, the model would look better. I think if this was textured properly, the model would look better. But that's besides the point. But to answer your question, yeah, that's probably the longest it's taken me to make a character. And since then I've made far more complex characters in a much shorter amount of time. And that's just because, I got better. I was no longer trash. So now we can add a plane. Scale it down. Now, if I were you guys at home, and I've said this before, I'll say it again, I would greatly invest in hard ops if I were you. I would get hard ops because I'm going to show you. If you had hard ops, all you'd have to do for this part right here, if you wanted to get some extra geometry out of this, you would just select this, okay? Hit Q, shift click, curve extract, you got a plane. Okay. And when I make the tutorial series for this, I'm gonna show you guys how to do it manually in Blender, so you don't have to worry about not having access to add-ons and missing out on features. But I'm telling you, you might as well just go ahead and get hard ops. You just might as well go ahead and do that for yourself. I'm trying to tell you. Trying to tell you that that's probably the best decision you'll ever make for yourself. Is if you're gonna use Blender in any capacity, really. It doesn't even have to be hard surface. But it certainly helps. Like when you're modeling armor pieces, extra assets to the character, you know, like we got to model this crossbow soon. That's going to help with that. We got to model this sword soon. It's going to help with that. We got to model this mask. I'm telling you, you might as well just go ahead and pick that up. Might as well bite that bullet. Because it's so worth it. Look at that. That's way faster than what I was doing before. Get rid of that. But like I said, when we do the tutorial series, I will show you guys how to do it the hard way. Because not everybody can afford hard ops and blah, 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 and all that fun stuff. Let's see here. Right. So this is what I want to do with this. I'm going to mark that. Yeah, I'm definitely using hard ops while I'm working on this here. Okay. And let's get this here. There we go. All right. Okay, we'll come back. We're going to add some other detail in here, but we'll do that later. For now, we're just going to extrude this, right click, turn off proportional editing, scale that in. Some of the vertices got merged, so that's fine. Let's select it again. EZ, just bring it down a little bit, scale it down. EZ, bring it up. Turn off the thing. There we go. And we can. Ooh. There we go. Then we can do the same thing up here. EZ. Scale it down. Then we're gonna bring it down here. Where my lo-fi beats at? I probably cut it down to one second, I just wanna cut my beats back on, guys. Cool. What are my specs for my computer? Is that what you mean? Because I don't have, you know, my computer's this is a very machine. I got a 1660 in here, I think. i7 9th gen. You know, there's nothing special at all. This is a very standard machine. Yeah. Which goes to show you don't need a super powerful machine to run this stuff, but you do have to be careful with the type of workflow you choose to go with, because you are limited in what you can and cannot do in terms of just pure processing power. That is a limitation. And whatever workflow that you're using, you have to consider what sort of processing power is going to be needed. How high resolution is the stuff you're going to be making. You definitely have to take that into consideration on a lower end machine. But you can still get your work done. That you can. Okay. See how I'm getting my shapes here? Actually, just try to mark this whole thing. And then we can bring this up. Yeah, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. You just gotta have a workflow that works for you. Like for this machine, you know, I try to keep things between 1 to 2 subdivisions while I'm working. And I try to, if I can, you know, I try to keep it as low as possible, because I'm not gonna, you know, I don't need to see the final thing all the time. As long as I know in my head what the final thing is gonna look like, you know, I can keep the subdivisions low. Now, you definitely want to check what it's going to be sometimes before you commit to something, but, you know, check at your own peril, because, you know, if you want to see what your 5/6 subdivision character looks like and all that pristine lighting you just made, you might just want to cut the subdivisions down, look at it there, and then bake your textures, and, you know, you want to have a process to it instead of I'm talking like the camera's over here. The camera's right there, actually. I'm so used to not having a camera. But you basically want to do it in steps. Do everything in not as many steps, but in as many understandable steps as you can to get the results you're looking for. I think that is a better sentence that I was trying to say. Yes, I like that sentence much better. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to sharpen that up there. Look at that. That looks nice. That looks nice, guys. I think that looks nice. Now, one last thing here is we can just inset that, and that'll just help formulate that shape there. It'll just help bring it out there, just like that. Just like that there. Alright. For sure. Mark that. Okay. And now I want to make these details here, but I don't want to apply a level of subdivision. So we're going to apply the solidify first, and then what we can do, we can sharpen it. Then we can go in here and unsharpen what we don't want to be sharpened. All of that is supposed to be that way, so yes. Goody goody gumdrops. Scale this up just a wee little bit. Mark it. That's fine. We don't need this mark though. causing the problem here? There's a shading error. Let's see, what is causing this shading error? Right. We do not need the mark there. Because it's not sharp there. That's fine. Okay. There we go. And now we can come in here. And we can, let's see. Let's try this. Come in here. And just edge slide these together. We're edge sliding because we want to retain the outer form that we made, whilst bringing in these vertices. Oop, whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo-dah. That should be fine. I deem it so. Yes. Now, the fun part. We have to raise this geometry up so that we have space in here. So what we need to do, Control E, mark seam, 3L, bam, look at that, we only got the front part selected. Turn off proportional editing for a second. Just sticking that up, not a whole lot, just about right there. And with face select still on, just gonna I, and then we're gonna I again, Shift, and then Alt S, scale that down. Then we're gonna I one more again. That's what my 5th grade teacher used to say. He used to say one more again. There we go. Bam. Now we got our shape. Sweet. Awesome. Great. Fantabulous. Let's bring it back, and now we can move it, and we can place it where it needs to go. Zip, 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 zip. All right, now let's see what the geometry is doing. Scale it to about there. And so the shape of the armor, in my opinion, is more important than the shape beneath it. Who's this character from? Me! My brain! That's where the character's from. It's from my brainicle, okay? I created this character out of my own mindscape of mental creation. And from that dark abyss, that ethereal ether of horror and madness, came out this beautiful, illustrious character here. Alright, so I think this is a good placement for the armor. So honestly, we're just gonna grab the legs. And we're just gonna move this geometry. We're actually gonna delete it when we don't need it anymore. Because we don't need it. And in fact, honestly, I might delete it right now. Because we're never gonna see under his armor ever in life. That's not gonna be a part of the animation that I'm making. Well, there is not the animation for this, but you know, if I do decide to animate him, it's not gonna be him naked. I'll tell you that. It's gonna be him like this. So I'm just gonna come in here and close these pants legs off, so I can delete the underlying structure and be done with it. Because we needed it so that we could map out the character, but now that he's mapped out, we don't need it. And this is a part of the workflow I'm talking about. So for characters where, you know, you're 100% certain that you will never see under their clothes, do not make the underneath of their clothes. And if you do, put it in a separate file. What's your biggest strength and weakness in Blender? Biggest strength, character modeling. Biggest weakness, lighting, compositing, rendering. Yeah, I'd say those are my biggest strengths and weaknesses, yeah. Because I can make the character just fine. And only recently did I figure out a proper workflow for texturing to actually bring out the details of the character. So I'm actually good for that. Now it's about the rendering and the lighting and the compositing and all that good stuff. Got to get that taken care of. Got to level that up a little bit more. And so that's the next thing that I'm going to be putting a lot of effort into figuring out for myself. But I'm good everywhere else. Pretty good, pretty decent, actually. Pretty halfway decent, you would say. Let's see here. Where are you? Can you be seen? My selection. Here, we definitely need to break it out a little bit. My strength is procrastination. Weakness is getting things done, bro. Oh my god. Hey man, that's you and everybody else's problem, bro. Okay. And when I say everybody else, I mean I include me in that. I am not disconnected from everybody else. I am a part of everybody else. Dr. Eggman tutorial from 3D Sonic Games. Yeah, I'll get to that one of these days. One of these days. It won't be today, but it will be one of these days. There we go. I just don't want it to eat up like that. Well, come on, mate. Come on, mate. What's all this then? Yeah, it's just refusing to go the direction I want it to go. You son of a bitch. Alright, there we go. Nice. Nice. Loop tools, circle that. Loop tools, circle that. Loop tools, circle that. We're good. We're done. Yo, my weakness is not being lazy. For show, I guess. How to make a BK Whopper commercial in Blender. Burger King Whopper. Okay. I got it. I got what you meant. That's what I got it. I got it. It was a Whopper. I had to read that a few times in my mental scape before I came away with what exactly it was that you meant. And I discovered, holy shimalaka. What the space cuss is going on over here, buddy? I thought we had something good going here. You know, I thought we had an understanding of one another. And you just Screwed it all up. Alright, well, at least we fixed it. Kinda. Alright, whatever. That's fine. Because we're gonna put a strap there anyway. Get rid of that. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is, just gonna delete this crap in here now. Do we want to do it on both sides? We should do it on both sides, because it's not going to be seen over there either. If we're being honest about the situation. Let's keep that and delete that. Yep, let's delete all of this. Good. Now we never have to worry about it again. In fact, let's delete all of that. Let's just delete it all, guys. Let's just get rid of it. Let's get rid of everything. You know? Let's just destroy it all. How to taste the rainbow in Blender? Y'all are fooling right now. How to taste the rainbow. Alright, bro. That's stupid. Alright, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. And that's why we rotated it in object mode, because we can order it to go on the specific axis that we want instead of one that we wouldn't. We definitely want to smooth out that transition a bit. Okay. Okay. If only we could listen to the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack. I feel like YouTube would flag me if I started playing that, though. Because that's what I want to listen to. How to crank 90s. What are y'all on, dude? Yo, am I the only one that doesn't get the joke? Probably. I'm sorry, bro. I don't understand. It's just that somebody asked a question. Somebody was like, Dr. Eggman tutorial for Blender. And then somebody else was like, how to make a BK Whopper in Blender. And now somebody was like, how to file your taxes. How to taste the rainbow. Y'all are wildin', bro. Y'all are wildin', bro. Y'all are hilarious. Y'all are actually hilarious, bro. How to sign a declaration. Okay, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna make tutorials for all of that, bro. Yeah, absolutely. That's so gonna happen. I'm just gonna make a tutorial for quite literally everything under the sun. If you can do it in Blender, gosh darn it, it's gonna be a tutorial for it. Okay. You don't use the references to model? I do. I'm using it right now. That's why I have it over here. I don't have it like, you know, dog. If I had a method for becoming president, I would be that, and I've already changed the entire planet to my liking. Jesus Christ. Oh man, have y'all fun, y'all. Laugh it up, bro. How to laugh it up, laugh it up. Okay, we're gonna make this shoulder armor now, because the leg armor's good. I'm happy. I am. I am pretty happy. And I might come back here and scale up just this bottom part of him altogether. And I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do that. I might do that, I might not. It depends on how I feel. I could just scale down the upper part of the body. That's what I'm leaning towards. It's just because I feel like there's a lot more leg here than it is here. Like the legs are, I messed around and made them more like this, and I wasn't even trying to. It's just, it happens every time I do that. So I am going to, but yeah, before I continue, we have to scale up the legs. Everything associated with the legs has to be made bigger. We have to do this. It's going to make me feel better. It's going to make you feel better. It's really going to make all of us collectively feel better, just as a team. So what I'm going to do, let's see here. I'm just going to grab all of that. And I'm going to put the 3D cursor right here. Oh, shit, come on, T. Let's grab that right there, and then we're going to put the cursor right there. You know what? Last stage, I'll go. Here's where we're going to put it. Shift S, cursor to selected. Alright, there we go. And now, bow. And we're just going to scale this, from the cursor. We're just going to scale it down. And we're doing this for good reason. Because we need more leg, bro. We need more leg out here. Alright? Look at that. That's way better. Maybe just a little bit less. That's way better. I feel better already. Oh, that feels so much better. Oh my gosh. That is way better, dudes. Way better. Blam. Bam-a-lam, bam-a-lam, man, bam-a-lam, bam-a-lam. And we gotta fix some stuff with this, apparently. What's wrong with you? Did something get merged in here? What is the problem? Okay, see. Something must have got merged. These are not supposed to be joined together. Let's just move these apart from each other as much as we can. That's weird. I don't like that. I don't understand why you're being that way. What is happening in here and why is it happening? Ugh, what is going on in here? All this weirdness for no reason, guys. Okay, we're gonna have to do something about this. And by something, I mean annihilate it from existence. Is that it? Was that? Oh, huh. There's just some interesting miscellaneous faces that were created inside there that weren't connected to anything and needed to be destroyed. Once they were destroyed, the whole system was fixed. Holy crap. Alright, good on me. It's because I'm really a genius, guys. Yurei, have you seen DB Daima? The trailer is awesome. Not gonna lie, that is the coolest animation I have ever seen from Dragon Ball, ever in life, aside from the Broly movie. I'm just not that interested. I can't even lie. I'm mad at myself for even having to admit it. But I'm just not interested, bro. I need the Moro Saga animated, bro. That's what I need. I need Moro animated. I need Granola animated. That's what I want to see. They're not doing that, bro. They're making the Munchkins again, man. And I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't a Munchkin no more, man. I do not care to see this dude as a Munchkin again. That's why Toriyama aged him to begin with. Toriyama aged Goku for a reason. There was a reason for his aging. And it's just, I'm so annoyed. I want what I want, bruh. I want what I want, and they're not giving it to me, bro. I don't understand. I mean, if you watch the later part of Dragon Ball Super, that's a good example. I mean, the beginning parts of Super, everyone agrees were trash, but the later parts were definitely well animated. They actually showed a bit of love in the animation in those departments. I will vouch for it there. I will do that. Dragon Ball Super does have some pretty great animation, actually, like objectively. Yeah, I'm certain they animate. I'm certain they put a lot of love into One Piece, but you gotta understand, Japan's relationship with One Piece. You know, they like Dragon Ball Z. It used to be that way in Japan, but then One Piece just took its place. It was like Dragon Ball Z was at the top, and then One Piece came, and the other two came, and it was just pretty much the end of that. Everybody moved on. Dragon Ball Z was created in the 80s, so it makes sense. Dragon Ball Z was everybody's anime granddad before it became popular. Goku been out here blasting Kamehamehas for a couple generations now. It was 5 years ago. But still, these days, that's 5 years ago is not that long ago. You know that, right? 5 years is really not that long ago. Imagine what a 5-year-old is. That's how much time has passed, okay? It's not that long. It's not that long. It's not that long. Oh, man, this is so much better. Oh, the proportions feel so much better to me. They just do. They just do. It just feels gooder. That's what it is. It feels gooder to me. You heard me. It feels gooder. Yes. I know what the cuss I said. My English is impeccable. Undeniable. Alright, I see a few of our assets got jacked up in the scaling process there. But it's okay. Because we can fix everything because we're geniuses. We don't need everything to be perfect all the time. Only wussies need everything to be perfect all the time. And are we wussies, guys? I don't think we're wussies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're the opposite of wussies, guys. I think wussies look at us and are afraid because of just how much anti-wussiness we exude. Exactly, bro. Me and Cell are cousins, actually. You know that, right, bro? Because anybody that's green in Dragon Ball is basically black. All right, let's just be real. We do not claim Mr. Popo. We don't know what that is. We do not claim Mr. Popo. We do claim Piccolo though. Yeah, Mr. Popo is a holdover from racism. We do not claim Popo out here. We do not claim Popo. We do not. We do not claim Popo. Yep, no Popo out here. You will do my bidding. There you go. Alright. We have fixed the issues that arose from our excursion of the Scalifier. Now that we have done that, we will continue on our creation of the assets. All right. Ooh, haha, I meant to duplicate that. That's my bad. Shift D. Bam. Just gonna. Where are you? Object. Set origin. Origin to geo. To the geometric shapes. Look at that, guys. Yep, see? Just gonna go through and duplicate this. And there's only 3 of those up there that I can see, so we're just gonna make 3. And we can scale it down for sure. For sure. My ninja. Alright. Let's go. Alright. Nice. Now, let's do the face. Just bring this up. I'm using Alt S to do that. Okay, now all I have to do is make these straps that go along here. We also have to add some more detail on the van braces. There's some seams that will be going along here, and we can sculpt that. And when we import it into Substance Painter, we can paint it. We should make the seams that go up and down here, though. I'll do that when we get to the detail part. Right now, we just want to lay everything out first. We just want to get everything made properly before we start going too ham into the little details. So we're gonna make these arm parts now. Shoot, I guess we can just. definitely. Yeah. Alright, X, negative. There we go. Want to make sure that the normal is facing us. And we're going to rotate this in object mode. So now, if I mirror it, it mirrors across this axis, which is what we want. First, let's add an edge loop in here, bring this out. Let's bring these two in like that, bring this out again. A little bit more, bevel it like so, there we go. Let's make sure it's consistent on both sides. How to steal the statue of Jesus. Oh my goodness gracious, y'all are funny. How to steal the Declaration of Independence in Blender. Y'all remember that movie National Treasure with Nicolas Cage? Y'all remember that? Shoot, now that is old. Now that's forever ago, okay? If you don't remember that movie, use a youngin. Use a youngin if you don't remember that one. Straight up. Straight up. Ooh, tell somebody. You gonna tell somebody. Grandma told me, get your money. Black man, black man. Black man, black man, black man. That is how I want that to go. Oh, ha 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 ha, he 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 he, ho 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 ho. My bad, guys. I was making this from the wrong side. I misremembered. These are supposed to be shoulder pieces of armor. Of armor. That's what these are supposed to be. Shoulder armor pieces for armor protection. More armor. Shift D, duplication, scalarization, rotation, and stabilization. I think we have ourselves a nice creation there, guys. Y'all like my bars I just spat there? Y'all like them bars? Okay, I'm gonna stop. And do we have... There we go. Just want to turn that up just a little bit there. Just want to give that a little bit of... Just want to give that a little bit of proportional editing there. Just to bring that down, just to bring that there nicely there. Yes, there, like that. Just like that, yeah. And now, for this one as well, we're just going to do that very same thing. We're just going to bring it down there just like that. Yes, like that. And we're going to bring that side. We're just going to grab this little edge there, and we're just going to bring that down just like that, yeah. There we go. Now it's nice and layered up. We got our layers here. This is modeling in Blender with Camelot 331. Shout outs to Camelot 331. That is the homie. Alright, boom. We're going to add a solidify. I'm telling you, this is why you might as well just go on ahead and get hard ops for yourself. Just make life easy. Two button press modifiers, you know? Like, utterly fire, you know? Utterly. Already done. We'll leave that alone, because we're gonna sculpt the shirt detail, and then we'll put the straps on top of that, sculpt a little bit more. Yeah, we got a whole plan. We got a whole idea going here. What the time even is. It's right around the time I started streaming. Yeah. For sure. Let's bring this up a little bit there. A little bit there. Alright, 1 second. All right. Okay, as you see, we're getting there. We're getting closer and closer. The more edits we make, the closer we get. Look at that. You gotta keep in mind how you layer everything, and it'll work out. It'll work out. And all the details will start to come together, particularly when we start adding the textures and the rest of the sculpted detail. That'll really start bringing things together here. Just gonna add a level of subdivision for that. Just gonna add a level of subdivision for that. And we just need to bring some of this out. Yes. Very good. And now these pieces of armor are more on the sides here, so we'll do that. Well, they kind of wrap around, so we'll start there. Then let's do set origin to geometry. There we go. Just so we can put better rotation there. Awesome. Okay. Boom, boom. Shift A, add a plane. RX, negative 90 degrees. Scale it down. R to rotate. And now, damn it, we have our starting point. Let's just mirror that real quick. And this one has a shape to it. Not much of a shape, to be honest. This top part here is kind of square, and then this part here. We might add a shape to match that. Thinking that's a good idea. Down so it's not intersecting with the armor. Mirror it. Mirror war. Mirror war. And we can actually turn on x-axis mirror. So if you ever move the object itself, always move it in object mode. That way you can be certain. You can be certain that the geometry is flowing properly. Okay. And then we want to, we're gonna select these here. And we're just gonna them in. Bring them down. All right. That's cool. That's cool. Let's inset this. Just make life easier in the long run. And then we are going to duplicate this object. Well, not right now. Let me see. Do we want to? The shape is pretty much done. Let's add a solidify modifier to this. And then let's add let's go sharpen everything. And, you know, I actually like that. So we might keep that. Let's see what it looks like without it. Doesn't look bad. I don't necessarily need it. I kind of like it this way. Actually, I like it more this way. Yeah, we're going to keep it like this. All right, this is the final shape. The only other thing we need to do is get rid of this right here. Okay. Yep, and then we can apply that. And then we can come in here and mark these edges. Mark, and that will give us the ability to bevel. And we'll change this from angle to weight. There we go. Just like that. Then we'll add some subdivision on that, and we'll put it below the bevel, I guess. Did we not get that? I guess we did not. So we're gonna mark that. That'll fix that problem for us. This one is gonna be tricky. Yeah, that is the one thing about doing these bevels. Is if you want it to look nice, you have to do that, but that looks bad. That doesn't really look nice. So we can try adding a weighted normal, but it might not work because of how the geometry is laid out. And we inset it for this very reason. I was hoping that that would fix that, but I guess not. That helped a little bit. But now these two edges are close together. We don't want that. That helped a little more. Let's see what happens. Okay, so let's try. Let's try to inset it again. That did not help. That did not help at all. helping either. All right, well let's try it. Let's see. Let's go to add weighted normal, and just like I thought, that did not help at all. These are armor pieces, so it might not be too bad to add some triangles. That could potentially help. That certainly did something. It at least redirected the flow so it's not so egregious. This is it's one of those modeling conundrums. Because theoretically, if you were to try to inset this again, you would get those errors. We definitely don't want that. Okay, none of these solutions are working. And so, I think the best thing to do is to worry about the bevel at a different time. Or do the bevel differently. Because modifiers are not cutting it, but we definitely want this section here to have a bevel in it. So we're probably just going to have to bevel the geometry itself, unfortunately. I don't want to do this. But I'm not seeing any other choice. You do the riggy. What? I don't know. I don't know what that meant. I don't know what that is. Yep, I think that's as good as that one's gonna get. And then we can probably and since this won't be deforming like actual flesh, we should be able to get away with this because of that very reason. Should be able to get away with this. We should. Right. That'll help. get rid of that there. Okay. But why? Why are you happening? Okay, it went away. All right. So now we could probably come in here and do the beveling operation. And that should work for us a lot better. All right. That does look much better. The armor is still kind of sticking out at those points, but I don't see what else we could do, to be honest. I don't know. How about no? Alright. That'll be good enough. Sometimes you gotta call some shit good enough. Oh, I see. It's all coming together. Woo! There we go. And then we come in here. Freaking SXX. Alright. We're gonna delete these arms too, you know, like the inside of the arms, because we're never going to see that either. This is all for the best. And if we were making like a low-res game character, once we were done with this, we'd have to retopologize it all again, except make it all one mesh. And then bake everything onto that one mesh. It'd be a whole lot. Be a whole lot of stuff. There we go. I like that. And then we'll bring that way. Now we do. Yeah. Just want to scale these down. Bring them up so we can put the elbow armor here. And we still got solidifying off of this. Thank goodness. So we're going to move that down to about right there. Okay, and we're going to grab this shirt here. Just going to scale that up right there. What is the shape of this thing? It's like alright. World origin, shift A, mesh plane. Alright, it's 90 degrees. I'm gonna grab these vertices here, control shift B. Make that like that. Subdivisions to it, why not? Okay. And then, all right, so let's see what we can do with this. So I'm gonna add a sphere here. I'm gonna scale this up. I'm gonna grab this, move this out. And I'm going to first, just gonna extrude this out. We got some designs in there that we're gonna have to take into account. So there's a circle right here, here, and here. First thing is to make this a circle. And I'm gonna make these circles as well. We're going to join those. Keep that. Actually, we'll totally keep that. Bring that all the way down there. Now, we want to go back to Edge Select here. We're going to select these circles and these edges. Control B for bevel. Okay, that's first. Let's select these two. And then I'm going to extrude them in. Actually, I'm going to inset them. And then I'm going to turn off proportional editing. I'm going to Alt-S, scale them down that way. Inset them again. Okay. Now I'm just selecting this outer edge here. And I'm going to use Mesh Machine and add an offset to this. There we go. I'm gonna put it right there. All right. So we have some offset there. All right, and we got a bit of a bevel as well. I'm gonna shade smooth this. Sharpen it. Modifier, weighted normal, and see the weighted normal fixed that. Okay, that is cool. Now we need to Oh, I think there is a thing that we can do, a dice or something. Dice V2. We'll chop it up this way. And we'll dice it up again. That should give us some stuff to work with, because we want to, and we might not even need this, but we do want to cast this to a sphere, spherical shape. That's pretty decent. It's not bad. That's good. Let's apply these modifiers. And we're good to go. The only other thing that we could do that would make this better is doing a little bit of edge cleanup, but honestly, we could just retopologize over this later. I mean, theoretically, I could just draw those in texture paint mode and only have the 3 circles. I don't know. Alright, that's good enough. Let's just bring this to, whoopsie daisy. And that's what a lot of this, a lot of this character creation stuff is really just about how much patience you have to properly go through and make all your assets for the character. If you got a bajillion different assets, like if you made a character that has a lot of different accessories, take the time to make those accessories. And the detail will it'll just make itself. Like the detail comes from you continuing to go through and refine the accessories. Okay. So let's stop, take a gander of what else we have to do. We have to add straps for all these vambrace parts. And we probably want to add the straps before we start sculpting, especially for the pants. Okay. And then what else do we have to do? We still need to make the cape. We need to make the swords. We need to make the sword holder. Okay. We will make the cape now. Making the cape. We're making the cape now. Okay. And it's not going to be symmetrical at all, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Whoops. And we can just start shaping it, I guess. And then we go here. Alright. And we can turn this off now because we don't need it. And then we can just go around. Oop. Haha. Haha. Then we extrude it up here. For sure. Let's keep going with this. Whoops. There we go. I just didn't want to go all the way around if I didn't have to. So now that we're back here, there we go. Okay, there we go. Now, we want this cape to it definitely comes out from this part here. So we'll go about there. And then we'll extrude down, scale it up. And let's extrude down again, scale it up. Now we can come back and just extrude down. Now, part of the sword holder does get into the cape, so the flowy part of the cape is really going to be down some, and that's okay. We'll figure that out as we go along here. That's all I'll worry about right now. We'll inset everything once we're done with the cape part. So we're not quite there yet. Okay, solidify modifier. And then, like I said, before we continue with the cape, we're going to do the straps for the sword holder. And it doesn't necessarily matter what axis you do it on, because it's going to flow either way. However, we do need to come in here and make sure this is as flush with the body as it can be. You know, low key. That's much better. Alright, hopefully they don't get me. But I like this song. Okay. The only other thing to do now is to put on the magnet, rotate this, and get to extruding. So for this, we're actually going to follow this design because this is better, in my opinion. And so we're going to do what's better, you know, because it's better. Alright. And then just bring it down. Just extrude it all the way. And if it helps, add a solidify modifier. Bring it up. And you know what? It could help us to add a middle one here. We'll fix all that later. hide this for a sec. Just gonna bring it up and around. All right, smooth that out a little bit and scale it up. Okay, that's much better. All right, now we can turn off this magnet, unhide the cape. And now we just need to worry about shaping it so that it sits on top of said cape. There's a couple ways we can go about this. First way, add some more cake geo. And zip. We need to bring it down some. To bring this up, bring this out. Yeah, that's gonna help. We're totally gonna sculpt detail in this cape, but right now we're just worried about shaping it to fit our purposes for now. We'll worry about how it looks later. That's good for now. Now we can. Okay, so this is a part where the cape could be moved down a bit more. And that's something else you want to keep in mind when you're doing all this stuff, is what sits on top of what and how. If you know that, that's half the battle. You can figure out how to make stuff from there. But you definitely need to. That's why I draw out all my characters first, because you have to have a plan going into your modeling so that you're not just flailing around. There are people that can come up with stuff. You know, I've never been one of those people. I have to plan everything. Have to plan. And every time I make a plan, the result is better than when I don't. So, take that for what it is. Okay. So, now that we know how this is going to work, the cape is going to be dragged down a bit by the strap. And we can and show this tension. Actually, just delete this part here for now. And we can work on this. And we can just extrude this in like that. Just go very down with it. And just scale it down. Except on this side. Nice. And that's another thing. This cape is going to be covering up the back armor. So we might want to hide this. We can hide this geometry later. But we're probably not going to see much of that. So probably just get rid of it. And that'll help streamline things for the future. There we go, that's how we want it to be. And now the cape can flow down freely. And we can fix this strap. And then we can fix this. For sure. And like I said, we're gonna sculpt the actual cape detail. You know, this is just what it looks like right now. It's not gonna look like this forever. And you know what? It might be cool just to have the cape kind of dangle off on one side. I think that'd actually be a little metal. A little bit of kind of bit of metal, you feel me? Yeah, why not? Why not, I say? Why not, I say? I say. Why not, I say? Why not? There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at me. Look at that. Look at me. When I get off of this, I'm gonna go find me some Markiplier, bro. I haven't watched Markiplier in a minute. Markiplier. You ever feeling any type of way, just go on and cut on Markiplier, bro. You'll feel better instantly. Markiplier is that dude. Alright. How much time we got left? I've been modeling for almost 2 hours. Let's see. We got the strap, we got the cape, we need the hood. We do need to get the hood in there, and then we need to do the mask. He has gloves. We need to do this part here as well. Okay, we still got a bit to do. Let's do the other part of the strap that we'll just extrude from here. And we'll just extrude around. We'll go here, extrude, extrude. Extrude. Okay, so man. Now we gotta start clinging it to the body here. You don't want the straps to be too far away from the body, but not too close either. See, so now both parts of the cape will be scrunched up. Good, goody, 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 goody. That's good. We'll have some. I do like symmetry, okay? I do like it. If I can have it in some parts, I will. Because having to completely come up with new stuff for each side of the body does increase the amount of time this takes. Don't know if I'm actually going to connect it. I don't think so. In fact, I think no. Oh, man. Here we go. All right. There we go. GG and hold Alt. There we go. That's what I wanted. Why is that happening? Oop. Right, we gotta hit enter for this one. Alright. Oh. Grid fill. And then, what do I need to do? Yeah, we'll do this. There we go. All right. I think the best way to go about this part here is to subdivide this a few times. Okay, that's fine. Just scale that up. Scale that down just a wee little bit. Okay, then we'll grab these here. Scale it down, or drag it down rather. All right. And then I'm going to Shift D this. Just gotta rotate this 90 degrees. And gonna grab this, mirror it. All right. Now I'm going to apply this, Control J this. Bring it down here. Now, oh, we can listen to that again for sure. Ooh. Okay. All right. We can bevel this to about right there. All right, let's delete the faces. select all of them. Individual origins. There we go. Center. Center. And now for here, we're just gonna merge these as well. And now, make faces. Nice. Turn on the x-axis. Solidify. Right, we can add a subdiv to do that. So let's do it. Bam. Yes. Yep, that's what we want right there. That nice bend. Very good. We will Shift D to duplicate. Go to set origin to geometry. Hit this, snap it real quick. Oh, it didn't snap properly. Add solidify. Bevel this as well. All right. We have our strap. So now we can parent everything. And for this, we'll set the origin to geometry. There we go. Let's unhide everything. And this is the last bit I'll do today. Yo, that lined up perfectly. Oh, I'm nice for that. I'm nice for that, bro. Yo, where are my props at, bro? I'm nice for that. Definitely nice for that. Definitely ice for that. Oh, man. All right. Streaming for 2 hours. I've done my due diligence, and we've made a lot of progress. We got this armor. We got the leg armor there. We got the arm armor made. What is this? This is an issue. Okay. Issue fixed. Nice. All right. So yeah, we have all of our stuff. You know, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. The more we work, the more we chip away at it, the more it's getting close to the design that we have over here. And so yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Of course, I'm gonna keep working on it throughout the week and stuff. You know, when I come back, hopefully I'll have a lot more done, and we'll be on to the sculpting and the fun stuff. But yeah, hope you guys learned something, if anything, and I will catch you all in the next stream. Yeah, have a good rest of your day. Wait, hold up before there. Oh, we got one comment. I still don't understand much about Blender, but it's entertaining to watch you model. For sure. Thank you. Awesome. And on that note, thank you guys for joining me for today's stream. Please like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And join us next weekend where I continue with this character. And we're not going to be in this character forever. Once I'm done, we're going to go on another character. And in the background, I'm going to be making tutorials for modeling the character that I've been doing on stream. So yeah, look forward to those. And I will catch you guys next stream. Peace out. Have a good one.